Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about nails. It is time to update my project polish again. I started this project a couple of years ago and I did it for a few years, but then I decided to take a break from it because I had finished up all of the polishes that I wanted in my collection, which is ultimately originally the point of this project. However, I did decide to bring it back this year, mostly due to a lot of requests to do so, but also because I wanted to start getting use out of my collection again. And although I'm still in the same situation where I don't really want to finish anything, I wanted to have a way to rotate through my polishes and get to know them better. So that's what I decided to do this year. I have 5 polishes that I work on, and my goal is to reach for them all 3 times each before I can roll them out. One of the times that I reach for them needs to be on their own, but then other times I can, layer them with eyeshadows, other polishes, them together, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to jump into the update, but before I do that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So last update, I had to bring out a new swatch wheel. So we have it right here, and these are actually the 5 shades that I'm working on at the moment, so you can see them right there. And we're gonna start off with the first one, which is this shade here called You're Such a Budapest, and that is from OPI. This polish has now been in for 2 months in the project, and at the first update I had reached for this one twice already, so I only had one more use to go on it. And it looks like this at the moment, so you can hopefully see a little bit there where it's settled, but I am happy to say that I did reach for it the one time it needed. So I have now reached my 3 use goal on it. With this one, I absolutely loved pairing this one with one specific eyeshadow in my Panna palette, which is the shade Bismuth from the Pastel Roses. Absolutely loved it. It looked so stunning, so I did that twice, and then one time of course on its own. But it's now rolling out to the project, which I'm super excited about because it's not really the best color for autumn. Then next on the swatch wheel we have this pinkish shade right here, and that one comes from Cleona. It is this shade here, which is called Ribbon Wrapped, and it was in collaboration with What's Up Beauty, and it's this beautiful kind of pinkish reddish nail polish with a gold to green shift running through it and a couple sparkles. It's absolutely stunning, and I really love this color. This has also been for 2 months now, and I had reached for it once in the first update, and unfortunately I only reached for it 1 additional time this past update. I actually had this one on as my last manicure. So I have 1 more use to go. It is staying in for another month, but honestly I'm fine with that because I do really love this color, and it's one that is easy for me to reach for. If anything, I'm keeping this one in because I am savoring it, but this is definitely going to be out by the next update. Then the last 3 colors right here, the more autumnal shades actually, were all rolled in last update. We're going to start with this shade here, which is also from Cleona, and that is the shade Forge. So Forge is from their kind of stained glass collection nail polishes, and you can see it's this beautiful red to green. You can see the green, kind of yellow green there. It is a multi-chrome of course because it is from their eyeshadow collection, but they have brought it into their nail polish collection as well. So again, it has that kind of red shift straight on, going into an orange to a green to a yellow, and it has even a bluish and a purple at a very harsh angle, although you can't really see that on the nails. So yeah, this one rolled in last month, so it had no uses on it at the last update, and in the past month I have only reached for it 1 time, so it is of course staying in. I have not reached for it on its own yet. I think I topped it with an eyeshadow when I wore it last, but I can't remember which one I did top it with. But yeah, it worked nicely that way, and I'm excited to wear this one on its own, especially now since we are in October, because it is definitely autumn in a polish. Then the last 2 polishes right here are actually what I have on my nails now. I do have them topped with an eyeshadow, but I will talk about them in order. So first up we have this one here, which is from Color Club, and it's the shade Glossy Seal. That is this kind of turquoisey bluish shade here. It doesn't have that much turquoise to it, but a little tiny bit. Of course, this one was also rolled in at the last update, but I'm happy to say that I have reached for it 3 times. Right now it's the 3rd time, so how I've done my nails nice. Maybe you can see that every other nail is a bit more blue than the other one is a bit more purple. So the blue base comes from this, and again I have topped all my nails off with an eyeshadow. It is the shade Pill Cuscovy from my BYOP, my Panna palette. But yeah, I do have 2 different bases on, and I absolutely love how this looks. I did wear the same eyeshadow over just this one in one manicure, and I loved it, and I wanted to try it with the purple one as well, so I thought why not mix them in the same manicure. And it was also a way to get this one out because I was only missing that one use. So this will also be rolling out, and we will be replacing it in a minute. And we have a very similar story with this color right here, which is from Berry M, and it is in the shade Grape, which is a really deep purple. It is a little bit deeper than the blue, but I think it works really nicely together on the nails. So this one, of course, were also rolled in last month, but similar to the blue, I have now reached for it 3 times. I did wear it with a different eyeshadow on top once. I can't again remember which eyeshadow, and then the second time I wore it on its own, which was a really nice dark, deep purple look, almost black. And then today I am topping it with that eyeshadow. So we have 3 rollouts this month, and the 2 polishes that are staying in are actually the 2 Cliona ones, the shade Ribbon Wrapped and the shade Forge. So I have my wheel right here with all my polishes, and we're going to go ahead and pick 3 new shades rolling in. First one is going to be Cliona Mini Essence of Toad. So I think that is like maybe a Halloween collection, I believe so. So yeah, that's a mini nail polish from Cliona. We're going to see what the second one is going to be. Dior Nova. Okay, that's like a topper shade. It's a super pretty one, but it's a topper shade. And then we have the final nail polish, which is Cliona Espresso Martini. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get those out. I'm going to make some swatches on my swatch wheel, and I will be right back to show you what those shades are. So I'm back, and I have my new swatch wheel right here. So again, the shades that are staying in are these right here. So we have these 2 in the middle between our fingers, and then the 3 new are swatched right there. So we're going to start off with this green shade right here, which is that shade from the Halloween collection from Cliona. It is called Essence of Toad. And it's this super, super pretty warm green kind of shade with loads of glitters in it. So it's more like a glitter topper, but it's quite opaque though, more than anything else. It has loads of different shades of green, some gold and stuff like that, and it's a really pretty shade. I can't wait to wear this one. I think it's going to be very nice. So that is going to be the first shade that rolls in. Then in the center there we have this shade from Dior. It is again more of a topper shade, so hopefully you can see some of the sparkles right there. But it has like, it's almost like opalescent type of topper sparkles. And that one is right here, so again you can see it in the bottle. It's a super pretty bottle on a side note, but you can see I already used a decent amount of this one, and again it's a very, very pretty shade. I think this one is going to be very nice to incorporate with other nail polishes and get my uses out that way, so I might be able to have this one out by next month. I'm also interested to see how this one looks on its own. I might have to build it up a decent amount, but it's still going to be nice to wear it that way. And then the final shade we have is this here, which is called Espresso Martini from Cliona again. It is like a shimmery taupey brown with a few kind of sparkles in it. Very pretty shade. I think this one is also going to be very perfect for the season. And that is this shade right here. It is again a very, very pretty shade. It's a very espresso martini type of shade. I am super excited to try this one. I don't think I've actually worn this one on my nails yet, but it looks like a very nice color and also like a neutral type of shade to balance some of the other ones out. So those are going to be the nail polishes that I'm rolling in, and by next month I should hopefully have at least 3 rolling out. I'm hoping to have out both the ones that are staying in, so Ribbon Wrapped and Forge, and then maybe the Dior topper as well, but we'll see. So that is going to be it for this update today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're doing something similar, let me know how you're structuring your project. Are you also rotating through your polishes like I am, or are you trying to finish any this year? For me, I just again don't have anything that I really want to finish at this time, but maybe after I try them this year, maybe next year, or whenever I'm done rotating through all of them, I might be brave enough to try to finish some of them. But I hope you guys are having the best day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys!